Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Hey mama, if you are a mom and are tired of the wash, rinse, repeat burnout cycle of motherhood, this podcast is for you. If you feel lonely and isolated in your motherhood journey, this podcast is for you. If you feel like you have completely lost your identity since your babies were born, this podcast is for you. If you feel like every other mom has it together except for you, this podcast is for you. My name is Amanda, and I'm a life coach dedicated to teaching every mom the tools she needs to liberate herself off the back burner. I am living proof that a woman can be present and loving to her kids while also being a whole-ass person outside of being that kid's mom. The secret? Learning when to say fuck it. Hello! Welcome to the very first of many episodes of Fuck It Mothering. I am so stoked to be finally starting this bitch because it has been on my heart to start a podcast to go along with my company for quite some time. But it's like tech stuff, which I can do tech stuff. Obviously, here I am doing it. I'm doing the things. I can teach myself how to do anything. I'm convinced I can teach myself how to do anything, but that does not mean that I should, right? So, technical stuff is almost in my zone of incompetence, I think, but I'm here. So, some housekeeping things before we get into like the nitty gritty here. First of all, I am sick because it's that time of year. It's, month 1 of 7 of winter in Wisconsin. And my kids all had what I think was the flu last week. So I have been speaking very quietly in my life to save my voice. Normally, I always lose my voice when I'm sick. I am impressed and I praise God that I have it right now. But I might cough, get a little scratchy. I'm sick, but I'm still showing up for you. You can see, if you're watching this on YouTube, my office is messy right now. In the middle of, I hired some organizers, which was very exciting for me in the middle of that process. But I'm showing up because this is life, right? And that is what I promise in my company, is to always just be a real, authentic person, a real, authentic mom who's completely imperfect, but still showing up as my authentic self. So today it's messy. The next time I'm here, maybe it'll be a little cleaner. Maybe it won't. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm wearing makeup. Maybe I'm not wearing makeup. Usually I don't wear makeup. I'm just super excited about this first episode. So I threw some makeup on. Also, back to tech. It's going to be rough, okay? The audio levels are not going to be perfect. Nothing is going to be perfect. And you're going to hear me click as I play my intro and stuff. It's not going to stay like that forever. Once I am in a position to hire a podcast manager and editor and all that stuff, I will happily do it. But for now, you get what you get. But I just didn't want to wait until it was going to be the perfect podcast, because then I would never start. Done is better than perfect. And the fact that I can say that is remarkable, because I am a grade A Hermione Granger. Like, I am just kind of a psychopath with perfectionism. But I've been working on that, and I want to help any of my fellow perfectionist mamas with that as well. You're also going to catch me, if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to catch me like glancing to the side for my notes. They're there. I have to have them there. Otherwise I might ramble. There might be huge pregnant pauses where I completely lose my train of thought. And I just am a person who, in general, I express myself much better in paper and in writing than I do just, what is the word? Riffing. See, there we go. Not great at it, but I'm here. This is real life, guys, right? And not enough of us show real, honest to goodness, real life, right? Like too many of us would have been way too tempted to just clear that off really quick and just put that laundry away really quick just to like, it's okay. Nah, not me. Real, only real, 100% authentic every fucking time I show up. Also, I curse a lot. I don't know if you could tell by the name of my company and podcast. But then certainly my fabulous intro probably solidified that for you. So if you're someone who gets offended by curse words, then this probably is not the show for you. And that's okay. That's okay. I can still love you from afar and appreciate you as a very different person from me. And peace. There's someone out there for you. Excuse me. So, my company, Fuck It Mothering, exists to serve one of the historically underserved groups, moms. I was a stay-at-home mom for nearly a decade, and I got completely lost in that process. I remember so vividly this time I was chatting with my sister, and she was talking about how much she loved sunflowers because they were her favorite flower. And she asked me, "What's your favorite flower, sis? I don't think I've ever known." And I didn't have an answer for her because I also did not know what my favorite flower was. I realized in that moment that I was a complete stranger to myself. And I know that I'm not alone in that. Almost every single mom friend that I have has felt or still feels that way because society teaches us that we have to sacrifice everything, our everything for our families and for our husbands and partners. And we accept it because we're all there. We're all there. We're all burnt out. We don't have time for ourselves. And so it's just normal. If everybody's there, then it's normal, and that's just the way that it is. Fuck that. I'm here to say, fuck that hard, okay? Just because it is the status quo does not mean that we should accept it. And so I started a 5-year journey of liberating myself and finding myself and starting to take care of myself because I didn't even know how to take care of myself. I literally started with challenging myself to actually just do my hair for a month straight. That was the first challenge that I gave to myself when I started way back when, trying to find myself again. I was like, okay, we're just gonna commit to doing the hair every single day. And that in and of itself was challenging because it was just a sloppy mom bun. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There are days for sloppy buns, but not every day, right? Or it was just a quick, Pocahontas fucking braid, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. Every once in a while. Oh, and there's a notification. I will have to turn those off somehow. I will figure it out, guys. I promise. But I realized that I felt better just from that little bit of doing my hair. And so I worked from there and I started feeling so much better. And I also started showing up for my kids in a better way. I wasn't constantly stressed out and overwhelmed because I started working on my mindset, which that was the ultimate key, was working on my mindset. And that is the piece that's missing from so much of the advice on the internet for mom burnout and mom overwhelm. It's all of the exterior things that you can do to try to make yourself feel better. Like, take care of yourself, get dressed, like you're leaving the house, declutter and organize your house, and, just create routines and schedules. All of that is valid advice. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that advice at all, but it's all just hitting the surface. That's all just, it's not tackling the actual problem, which is up here. It's all of the shame that we give ourselves whenever we dare to mess up or forget the ballet bag or, snap at our kids because we're angry or they're being little shits. I mean, let's be real, right? Kids can be assholes. That is the main piece. That is where you can really do the work that results in, I'm not saying that I never get overwhelmed or stressed. I'm human. And the human experience is not, the goal of the human experience is not to have just, 100% happiness all the time, because it's just not. Life is the whole thing, the whole kit and caboodle, the emotions that we all really love to feel and the emotions that are a bit harder. But you can't appreciate one without the other. We wouldn't be able to fully appreciate happiness if we didn't know the depths of depression or the tremendous ache of loss. It's all supposed to be there. And our kids should see us experience all of it. Excuse me. So now I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what my favorite flower is. It's a peony. And I am on a mission to I can't liberate you. Only you can liberate you. I am on a mission to give every single mom the tools to liberate herself off the back burner, because I'm living proof that it can be done. You can be a whole ass person and still be a really great mom. So everything that I create for Fuck It Mothering has moms in mind, because hello, I have 4 kids of my own and shit be fucking busy. I love podcasts because I can fit them anywhere into my day, right? When I had an office job, I had my earbud in and I was just listening to it as I was going through my day. Or I can listen to it in the car as I'm driving from work to pick up the kids. I can listen to it in the shower. Podcasts are just so beautifully built for busy people like moms, which is why I really wanted to start this, even though it's messy and imperfect and it's not fantastic yet. We will get to professional level soon, guys. And the community that I've built too is for moms. No emails and just a safe space for every single mom. I am not here to propagate, the best sleeping routines or the best bento lunches to put together, or 5 tips to stop yelling at your kids, or just any of the how to stop tantrums, any of those typical parenting things, because again, those are focused on externally controlling something to try to make yourself feel better. And also, I don't give a shit about where your kid sleeps or if they sleep, or what kind of food you feed them. That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. I'm here to help you work through all of the mind garbage that is keeping you from feeling like you don't have the authority to make those decisions on your own. My philosophy is that every mom already is the perfect mom for their kids. I cannot parent your kids the way that you can parent them. You can't parent mine the way that I can parent them. We are all so unique individuals. Why would we think that there's any one solution or any one metric to follow for parenting? I can't tell you what your kid needs. You know what your kid needs. I'm here to help you reclaim your authority and feel confident in yourself again and figure out who the fuck you are. Because chances are, if you're listening to this, you feel just as lost as I did 5 years ago. You do not have to live there forever. You don't have to wait for your kids to go off to college to finally live your life. You can live it now. You can live it in front of your kids, because guess what? Seeing their mom die for them is such a burden to put on your children. Wouldn't it be better for them to watch you live fully? I think that would be more inspiring. I think that would maybe then inspire them to fully live their lives and to fully accept their humanness because they watched their mom do it. So I will release a new episode every Sunday. And I know that's like not typical, but Sunday is the reset day, right? That's when we are prepping ourselves for the week to come. That's when we're doing the laundry, we're doing the meal planning, we're the last day of semi-relaxation while also setting ourselves up for success for the following week. And I want you to get in the habit of getting your mind set up for success too. So every Sunday, there will be a new Fuck It Mothering podcast episode on wherever you get your podcast or on YouTube. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook, where I share other things. And I love posting to stories the random hilariousness that happens in my life, or just ranting because my kid pissed me off again. It's just a place to be real. And if there's anything else that you would like to see in this community that I'm building, holler at me, okay? A community should serve everyone in it, not just the founder. I am a very firm believer of this, okay? So send it my way. Be like, hey, it'd be really cool if you could do this. And I'll be like, hell yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And if you have any questions or any topics that you would like me to cover here, please send them my way. I love that kind of stuff. I'd love to cover it here. So that's it for my little intro. I really am looking forward to diving into thought work and how it can help you as a person, as a woman, and also how it can help you be a better mom. It really is life-changing. Are you living your best wild one life? You're not? Why the fuck not? What are you waiting for? The time to live is now, mama. Click the link in my show notes to set up your free 30-minute coaching and consultation so you can experience how life coaching can change your life. You've put yourself off long enough. It's time to pour into you. Join the community of Fuck It Moms by following me on Instagram and Facebook at Fuck It Mothering. That's fuck without the U. So FCK It Mothering. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you never miss your weekly encouragement. And please rate, review, comment, and share. All of these things help with the algorithms, so that way when other overwhelmed moms are looking for encouragement, they can find me. Every month, I give away one of my favorite books to a lucky winner. All you have to do to enter is write a review or tag me in social media when you share an episode. See you next Sunday, gorgeous.